Hi everyone, it's Alex from Alex and Erica's channel and welcome to beautiful Grand Turk. Before you spend a single dollar in this port, there are a few things you should know. Every single cruise visit, thousands of passengers make this exact same mistakes. Some people end up paying for beach shares that are actually completely free, others completely miss out on some of the best local food on the island. Many don't even realize there's a massive free swimming pool just steps away from the ship, and there's even one simple mistake regarding island laws that could get you into some serious legal trouble. If you're traveling with kids, I'll also share why Grand Turk is one of our family's absolute favorite family-friendly ports in the Caribbean. After visiting Grand Turk several times, today I'm going to show you everything you need to know before you step off the ship so you can save money, avoid the common traps, and have an amazing day. So let's go. So Grand Turk is one of those rare cruise ports where there really isn't a wrong way to spend your day, whether you're looking for an exciting excursion, a day exploring the island by golf cart, or simply relaxing on one of the most beautiful beaches in the Caribbean, just steps from the ship. I'll help you decide which option is best for you. The first thing that you'll notice when you step outside is just how beautiful the water is. Grand Turk has some of the clearest turquoise water you'll find anywhere in the entire Caribbean. And one of the best parts is that you don't have to travel very far to enjoy it. Unlike some cruise ports where you need to take a shuttle or a taxi or even a tender boat just to reach shore, Grand Turk is one of the easiest ports to visit. You'll simply walk off the ship, down the pier, and within just a couple minutes, you'll be standing right at the Grand Turk Cruise Center. There's no tender boats, no long walks, no transportation needed. You're already here. One of the biggest questions people ask us is, should I stay at the cruise center or should I leave and explore the island? Honestly, it depends on what you're looking for. If this is your first visit, if you're traveling with young kids, if you're looking for a completely relaxing beach day, or if you're trying to save some money, I'd recommend staying right here at the cruise center. Unlike many Caribbean ports, you're really not missing out by staying inside. Everything you need for a fantastic beach day is within just a few minutes walk. So as soon as you enter the cruise center, head towards the beach on the left side. This is where you'll find complimentary lounge chairs provided for cruise ship passengers. Now, one mistake I see a lot of first-time visitors make is paying for beach chairs they don't need to actually be paying for. The cruise center provides complimentary beach chairs for cruise passengers, so before you hand money to anyone, look for the signs marking the chairs that are actually free. You'll probably notice local vendors offering to rent you beach chairs and umbrellas for around $40. Those chairs are perfectly fine if you'd like a physical umbrella or a specific premium location, but don't accidentally pay for chairs that are already included with your visit. That's probably the biggest mistake that first-time visitors make. I always get the green chairs and the blue chairs backwards in terms of what is free and what is paid, but ask the vendors along the beach. Usually the chairs with the umbrellas and locations closer to the beach area is what the vendors will offer you for a fee. One important tip, the free chairs fill up incredibly quickly, especially when there are two ships in port that day. So if your ship arrives early, I'd head to the beach first before spending any time shopping. The beach itself is beautiful, but there are a few things you should know. Some areas have incredibly soft sand, but others are fairly rocky. So if you plan on swimming or snorkeling, I'd highly recommend bringing some water shoes. They're one of those inexpensive cruise essentials you'll use over and over again. And if you enjoy snorkeling, consider bringing your own snorkeling gear. The rocky areas right near the ship pier attract plenty of tropical fish, and you'll save some money if you have your own equipment. But definitely you'll find more fish over by the pier area because the beach areas itself, you won't find many fish. And if you're traveling with children, Grand Turk is one of our favorite Caribbean ports. Everything is incredibly close together. The beach, the bathrooms, restaurants, the pool, shopping, and even the ship. They're all within just a few minutes of each other. If someone needs a snack or a diaper change, a quick nap, or you forget your sunscreen in the stateroom, you're never that far away. That makes Grand Turk one of the easiest and least stressful cruise ports for families. Now let's talk about Margaritaville. Right in the center of the cruise port, you'll find one of the largest Margaritaville locations in the Caribbean. The best part, you can use their massive swimming pool completely free while you're in port. There's a swim-up bar, there's music playing throughout the day, there's plenty of lounge chairs, and it's a great option if the kids want to swim in a pool instead of the ocean. Also, you have a flow rider in the pool area, which is pretty fun if you're interested in that. Staying in the beach and pool area of Margaritaville will certainly keep you busy if you've never been to Grand Turk before, but be sure to listen to our other recommendations later on in the video if you're looking for something a little different. While you're here, you'll also notice the famous pink Starbucks. Yes, it's actually completely pink. If you're looking for your Starbucks fix, you have an option in Grand Turk. But from what I remember, I don't think your app with rewards will work, but maybe that's changed in the last year or so. Now let's talk about food. If you're simply looking for the ultimate convenience, Margaritaville is fine. But if you're looking for a much better, authentic local experience, I'd actually recommend walking a little further down the beach to Jack's Shack. It's one of the most popular places on the island for grilled food, jerk chicken, cold drinks, and a totally relaxed Caribbean atmosphere. Another great option is Beach Dwell, which is located on the opposite side of the cruise center. Personally, I'd rank them by Jack's Shack definitely first, and then Beach Dwell, and then Margaritaville would come in third. And if you do stay in the cruise center complex, I'd recommend walking a little further down the beach instead of just stopping at the first available spot. Most people gather near the pier area in Margaritaville, but as you continue walking, the crowds will thin out a lot. And if you can make it all the way down to Jack's Shack, I think it's worth the walk. It's a much more laid-back experience. It feels a lot less crowded, and it's a great spot to grab a drink and grab something to eat. Now, if you're wondering what I would actually recommend, here's how I'd spend my day depending on what kind of cruise vacation you're looking for. If you're looking for the absolute best excursion in Grand Turk, my top recommendation is the Gibbs K Stingray excursion, which I've linked down in the description below. It takes you on a short boat ride where kids can interact with stingrays in completely shallow, crystal clear water. It really is one of those unforgettable experiences you'll remember long after your cruise is over. If interacting with stingrays has been on your bucket list, this is definitely the excursion. Our kids were young and nervous when we did this a few years ago, but the guides are great and our kids absolutely love this experience. And if you've already visited Grand Turk before and you enjoy sightseeing like quieter beaches or simply just love exploring on your own, then my second recommendation would be renting a golf cart. I've also linked the preferred rental company below because they do sell out quickly, especially when multiple cruise ships are in port. Reserving one in advance can save you time and a lot of frustration. The island itself is only about 6 miles long, making it very easy to explore in just a few hours. Along the way, you can explore the island at your own pace. You can visit Cockburn Town, stop by Governor's Beach, check out the Grand Turk Lighthouse, and see one of the island's most famous attractions, the wild donkeys. They're everywhere, and the kids absolutely love seeing them. My favorite part of the drive is heading out to Governor's Beach, where you'll usually find far fewer people than you will near the busy cruise center. And having the freedom to stop wherever you want is a lot of fun. And it's one of our favorite ways to experience Grand Turk. If you do rent a golf cart, remember that the traffic drives on the left side. So take your time until you get comfortable. And if you don't want to rent a golf cart, taxis are easy to find just outside the gates of the cruise ship center. They're government regulated with fixed per person pricing, and they don't have any Uber or Lyft options on the island. Now listen closely because the next tip is important. If you're planning to leave the cruise center, whether you're renting a golf cart, taking a regulated taxi, or joining an excursion, make sure you bring both your cruise card and a government-issued photo ID for every passenger. Historically, you only needed your ship card in the past, but under some newer security updates, your ship card is usually not enough. If parents have their driver's license or passports locked back inside their stateroom, security will strictly prevent you from exiting the port complex, or worse, you'll get stuck outside trying to get back past the checkpoint. Double check your pockets before you walk out. One question we get all the time is Grand Turk safe? And overall, yes. Compared to many Caribbean cruise ports, Grand Turk has a reputation for being one of the more relaxed and visitor-friendly destinations, especially around the cruise center. You'll see plenty of other cruise passengers, security personnel, and organized excursions throughout your day. That said, use the same common sense you would anywhere else. Don't leave your phone, wallet, or other valuables unattended on your beach chair while you're swimming. If you're exploring quieter areas of the island, remember there are fewer people and fewer services available. And if you're driving a golf cart, avoid drinking alcohol before getting behind the wheel. Another thing many visitors don't realize, the Caribbean sun here is incredibly strong. There isn't a lot of natural shade on the island and the beach areas. Bring sunscreen, drink plenty of water, and if you're spending several hours in the ocean, a rash guard or UV shirt can make a huge difference, especially for the kids. And as far as money goes, the official currency of the island is the US dollar, so there's absolutely no need to exchange money before your cruise. Most restaurants and shops always accept major credit cards, but I still recommend bringing a little bit of cash for tips and taxis and smaller beach vendors. And here's another quick tracking tip. Before your cruise, check how many ships will be visiting Grand Turk that exact day. If there's only one ship in port, you'll probably have plenty of room on the beach and around the pool areas, but when two ships are visiting at the same time, everything gets a lot more congested. The free beach chairs fill up quicker, the golf carts become harder to rent, the restaurants have longer lines, and the beach feels much more crowded. It's a simple thing that can help set your expectations before you arrive. Now for the most important tip in this entire video. The Turks and Caicos Islands have extremely strict laws regarding firearms and ammunition. Even one forgotten bullet or an empty, spent shell casing left inside a backpack, a purse, or camera bag can result in immediate arrest, massive fines, and potentially serious long-term legal consequences. Before your cruise, double check every single bag you plan on bringing ashore, especially if you've ever used that bag for hunting, target shooting, or a quick trip to the firing range. It's one of those things that's incredibly easy to overlook, but fundamentally important to your safety. Overall, Grand Turk is one of the easiest, most relaxing cruise ports in the entire Caribbean. If you're looking for historic museums, massive shopping districts, or lots of intense sightseeing, this probably isn't the destination for that. But if you're looking for crystal clear water, a beautiful beach, a free swimming pool, and an easy family-friendly port, and a relaxing day just steps away from your ship, Grand Turk is incredibly hard to beat. If this guide helped you plan your day, I'd really appreciate it if you could give this video a thumbs up, and let me know down in the comments, would you spend the day relaxing at the cruise center, or would you rent a golf cart and explore the island? If you're planning more Caribbean cruises, be sure to check out my complete cruise port guide playlist, where Eric and I created detailed guides to help you make the most of every single port on your itinerary. Thank you again for watching, and we'll see you on the next adventure.